cutting her as a naughty yarn wreath yesterday. This one is completely ignoring me this morning. She hasn't even acknowledged that I'm in the room. Good morning, lovely friends. Welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel, and this is Vlogmas day 22. I have just made it into the shop. I'm a bit red-cheeked and windswept. It's really cold again out there this morning, but it's dry and bright so far, so fingers crossed. I am here for my last shift at the shop. Only open half day, so I just need to survive for a few hours until 1:30. And then I start my time off. Yay, I'm so excited. James's parents will be arriving tomorrow, sometime, I would imagine, mid-afternoon. So I'm looking forward to hopefully doing my first of my 12 cast-ons of Christmas tomorrow. However, there's a little bit of a setback with James's beagle. He tried it on yesterday and the sleeves were just too long. They were also just too baggy. I followed the pattern and there was just way too much fabric in the sleeves. So I ended up ripping one of them back 40 or so, 40 rows. And I've re-knit 30 odd rows. And we sort of tacked that sleeve in and it was much better. Still not perfect, but it's probably as good as it's going to get unless I redo the whole sleeve, and I don't have time to do that, and quite frankly I'm not prepared to do that either. Very selfish of me, I know. So I have also ripped back the other sleeve and I am starting to re-knit that. So that is the task for today. I've got about 20 or so rows left to knit on that second sleeve, and then hopefully by the end of the day I'll have that darn thing seamed up again. 2 days of seaming, not my favourite task, but at least it will be done, and it will be done hopefully with a couple of days to spare, so I can concentrate on my super self-indulgent cast on all of the things knitting over Christmas period. I'm fully expecting it to be really quiet in the shop this morning. I know at least 2 of the 4 people that regularly come to our Saturday morning group won't be here. There's an outside chance one of them might be, but that's okay. I'm here and it's my last day, so if I see no one I will be fine with that. At least I'll have turned up. So yeah, I need to crack on and get knitting that darn sleeve. It is coming up for 12 o'clock. It has been pretty quiet here in the shop. I've had a few people in, but as expected, not too many. It does mean that I have managed to re-knit up the second sleeve for the beagle, and I'm now doing my final. I've got it all, the sleeve pinned on, and this is my final go at it. Basically whatever it looks like this time round is what it's going to look like. I'm not messing around with this thing anymore. So there was definitely a big improvement after the adjustments that I'd made yesterday, so hopefully by the time I've seamed this and steam block the seams, it will be fine. It'll be fine. It's my motto. It's all going to be fine. I'm so glad that this is the only Christmas gift I'm making this year. It's caused me more stress than I wanted at the last minute, but that's my own fault. It's my own fault for not being more prepared. I started this back in September. It's just other things took precedent, as they do, and yeah, now here I am as per usual, a couple of days before Christmas, in a last panic, making these adjustments. I'm going to tell myself that it will be different next year, but it probably won't be, let's face it. Right, I am going to stop chatting to you because I'm being very rude and not looking. I'm busy mattress stitching rather than looking at the camera, so I'm going to see if I can at least get both of these sleeves on before I leave the shop, and then that will just leave me the side seams to add on this afternoon. I've just had a phone call from James. He's on his way to pick up the meat for our Christmas festivities, but we do have some housework to do this afternoon before his parents arrive tomorrow, so the more of this I can get done now the better, while we've got some nice daylight. It's a cold day out there, but it's super sunny and bright. You can probably see half my face is really bright. There's actually some sunshine, which is really nice to see. So yeah, I'm going to try and take advantage of that and get as much of this sewing done in the daylight as I can. I have managed to attach the sleeves to the body of this Beagle again. Keeping my fingers crossed. I'm not going to sew up the side seam and the sleeve seams yet, because I want to steam block this seam here to see if it helps the issue that I've had. Hopefully by taking the stitch count down it's going to help the issue, but what was happening basically was there was too much fabric. So let me try and fold this over. This is the sort of midpoint. There's just too much fabric here and it was kind of like flopping over unflatteringly. So I've ripped back the stitch count to about, I think it's about 16 stitches less than the pattern called for, in the hopes that that will improve things somewhat, and it did when I had sort of the sleeve tacked up yesterday and tried on James, but it still hasn't resolved the problem. But I've had a look at the project page and all of the projects that have been made from this pattern, and all of the sleeves seem oversized, and some of them do look from the pictures like they're having the same issue. The sleeves are meant to be oversized, it's obvious from the official picture of the jumper, but yeah, it's just really hard to seam it in so it looks neat and tidy. So, but as I say, this is my last attempt. I mean, I'm pleased with my seam. My seam looks neat. It's just the amount of fabric that's in the top of the arm. James has one hand knit jumper that fits in really lovely. I didn't knit it. I purchased it when we went on a trip to Ireland, and that's got raglan shaping, so it could just be this type of sleeve and James don't really go, which is fine. We all have different types of a structure that work for us better. So yeah, I think next year I will embark on another jumper for him, and I'll try and find something with raglan shaping. But yeah, nothing else is going to happen with this. This is as good as it's going to get. It looks really nice, as I say. I'm really pleased with the knit, the fabric. It's just these damn sleeves. Oh dear. But I'm probably being overcritical because, you know, we all want things that we make to look lovely, and I just don't think these look as nice as they could do. But as I say, I've made adjustments that I think will help, and that's really as good as it's going to get. I'm certainly not going to flog the whole project and start something again, so at least not now. We'll see how much wear he actually gets out of this once it is fully finished. Anyway, I am going to stop waffling. I have got about half an hour left, so I'm going to give the shop a good old hoover, vacuum, and get ready to close down for my 10 days off. That's it. I am done for the year. Time to turn the lights out and make my way home and start enjoying a nice, relaxing, fingers crossed, few days.